Dominika Shaminska is the executive director of Big Brothers Big Sisters in the Regina area. This is not a new concept for many. Mentors paired with mentees or bigs and littles. They get together to build relationships. So maybe you could start off by speaking to the importance of this organization.
Of course, yeah. We've been around as an organization for over 100 years in Canada. Big Brothers Big Sisters has, and in our areas, Regina and area, Moose Jaw, Weyburn, we have been around for about 50 years of building relationships between bigs and littles, so mentors and mentees in our community. And basically, the importance of it is that it's an additional adult positive relationship in a child's life. What we call them is developmental relationships. So basically, just adding to positive outcomes, social competence, mental health and well-being, and more to that child's life, while doing things together consistently and in a fun way. That's the exciting part. It's especially important right now, as everyone knows. Kids are going through. We're all going through a lot, but kids especially. So, given all the mental health struggles and just isolation struggles and all that, that consistent relationship, that additional consistent relationship in a child's life is very important.
What are some of those activities that bigs and littles will embark on?
It really depends on the big and little. So the big, the little, and the family's involved as well as us, have these conversations at the very beginning. So all the expectations are kind of laid out, and the interests of both big, little, and family are explored. So, for example, it could be anything as simple as chatting and playing video games online, or going to the park just for a walk, going sledding. Right now, I'm talking about winter activities, obviously, but it can range from completely free activities to events such as going to the Moose Jaw Warriors game, or coming to Regina for the Riders games. We do have tickets that are donated to us on a regular basis to a lot of activities. And at the same time, we also host a lot of activities to help our mentors and mentees come up with those fun activities. So we did paintball at the end of or in the middle of the fall, basically this year, which was a blast. So much fun for our current mentors, mentees, but also kids on our wait list. And I think that's something we'll chat about in a little bit here too.
And I know you mentioned a couple specific activities: hockey games, football games, video games. Is there like a personality assessment that mentors and mentees will go through so that they're equally matched?
Yeah, so they're both our mentors and mentees go through an entire interview process before being accepted into the program, but then also being matched. And based on those conversations that our mentoring coordinators have with our mentors, mentees, and families, they're the ones, they're our experts that figure out and have conversations among our team of, I have this amazing mentor, they're interested in ABC. Who has a mentee right now that would fit that? We try to go and make sure that we do have a wait list, so we match more so the mentors to the kids that are next on the wait list. But yes, there is a process and interviews, and we just make sure that they're compatible.
You previously mentioned it's especially important right now, going through a pandemic, to ensure that kids are building those relationships and you're able to have mentors and mentees together. But it does sound like you're in need of more volunteers, right? Is this an issue that you had prior to the pandemic, or has it been kind of a slow problem that you've noticed over the past several months and years, I guess?
No, it's an ongoing issue, and this isn't unique to us. This is across the country. Big Brothers Big Sisters agencies always have more demand than capacity to actually serve that demand. So we do always really have a wait list in a lot of our communities, but we do have processes and strategies of getting through that wait list to just ensure that kids are not waiting too long. So making sure that wait list time shrinks from the average of 2 to 3 years, which is a lot, closer to that 1 year at most length of time. Yeah.
So what would be the typical age ranges for littles?
Yeah, so we accept littles anywhere between the ages of 6 and 17 years old. And yeah, we have quite a mix of littles right now in our programs.
I've noticed on your social medias that, yeah, you are, encouraging people if they're interested to get in touch and apply. So let's say I'm a mentor, a potential mentor, ready to apply. What's required and what's the best way to get started?
Yeah, the best way to get started is just to either on our social media or on our website. So there is a Moose Jaw website, which is bbbsmj.ca. Go to the volunteer now and submit an inquiry. And basically that goes to one of our mentoring coordinators who then connects with that interested volunteer and lays out the expectations. So you may be like, I might be interested, but I'm not sure. Putting in that inquiry is not an application. It's just that next step to finding out more information, laying out the expectations so then you can make an informed decision as to, okay, I can make this commitment. This sounds great. I'm ready for this. Or maybe this isn't something I'm ready for, but I want to hear about more volunteering opportunities with Big Brothers Big Sisters, or how to kind of slowly get to that commitment of becoming a one-to-one mentor.
So walk us through that process. What would be required of someone looking to become a mentor?
Okay, yeah. So once they submit the inquiry, we do provide a bit of an orientation. So that's still that expectation side of things. So it lays out what does it mean to be a mentor in our programs. The conversation happens with our mentoring coordinator as well. And then if the person is still interested in moving forward with the application, they fill out an actual application. And then our mentoring coordinators connect with them and start the interview process. So there is a series. We also need a criminal record and vulnerable person check, and references. And it's a process that takes a little while. But we try to make it as efficient and enjoyable as possible. And then the next step really is training. So the mentor does go through. We do offer training just to make sure that mentor is ready and comfortable, and just ready for the match. And then when we have a mentee that we know would be a good fit, once that mentor goes through that entire process, we do a little bit of an introduction between mentee and the family or the guardian and the mentor, and start from there and see if everything is. And then we as an organization monitor that relationship quite closely over the first year of the commitment. And we do ask for a 1-year commitment, but a lot of our relationships last way beyond that 1 year.
A testament to the work that you folks do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
How often would Big and Little meet on, let's say, a weekly basis?
Yeah, so the pandemic has definitely affected that. So usually we do ask for about 2 to 4 hours on a weekly basis, but that can be made up of multiple visits or phone call and meeting in person, hybrid as in some virtual connections or in person. We do have a few matches in our program right now that are meeting entirely virtual. That was the comfort level. That is where they're at in terms of COVID, being comfortable in the current COVID environment. And that's working out quite well as well, especially for those who, like I said, the ones who like playing computer games or video games or doing some sort of computer development. So yeah, 2 to 4 hours a week and about a 1 year, or we do ask for a minimum, of 1 year commitment. And the 2 to 4 hours a week can include, our agency organizes big group activities that the mentors and mentees can also take part in. So that's something that we try to do on average once to twice a month. So that for that 1 day or 2 days, the mentor and mentee don't have to come up with an activity. They join the rest of our group to participate in something shared.
Ideal situation, perfect situation. How many more mentors would you need to serve the needs of our community here in Moose Jaw?
Yeah, so it's a It's a two-part answer because ideally, right now, to get through our current waitlist in Moose Jaw, we need about 24 mentors. We have a 24-person, we have 19 boys and 5 girls on our waitlist. So ideally 24. On the flip side, we always ask for people to donate either their time as mentors and volunteers or their money, because some people don't have the time to donate. And the money just helps us with that capacity to be actually able to safely serve that number of matches in our communities. So that's why I said it's a two-part answer. Ideally 24, but in order to actually make the 24 matches, we do also need the financial support.
So that's a great option for people. You know, maybe they have very busy schedules, but they're looking to still contribute to the cause. They can make a monetary donation. And would we do that right through the website?
Yeah. There is a donation page right on the website. We use Canada Helps. It's quite simple. You can also, I think, find us on Canada Helps if you search for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Regina and area. But it's also on the Moose Jaw website. There is a donation page. So if you want to donate directly to Moose Jaw, go through our website and you'll be able to do that, or just connect with us. Our emails are on there. And if it's a sponsor or you'd like to look into some sort of larger donation, shoot us an email and we'll give you a call, and I'd be happy to chat or come out to Moose Jaw and meet as well.
So what is the best part of being involved in Big Brothers Big Sisters for you personally?
For me personally, actually that has changed over the past little while. So I've been around now for just over a year, but since October, I've actually become a mentor to one of our littles through, it's a different program than our traditional program that we're talking about right now, but it's our in-school mentorship program. So I'm a mentor to a young boy, and we meet currently virtually because that's what the schools have asked us to do. We meet on a once a week basis, and both of us separately have said that it is the best part of our day every single Wednesday is to meet, chat, and play video games. That is what we do. And it's always a really good conversation. We meet an hour each week virtually, and it is definitely the highlight. And it has made me value and appreciate what are the benefits for not only the littles in our lives, but for the bigs. It's incredible the difference that, or the addition to my life that my little has been making. So that's probably the best part.
Well, that's definitely a perk of being involved. Hey.
Oh no, of course. And yeah, and one thing I wanted to mention in Moose Jaw, there's we have an amazing two matches that are currently at their tail end of their relationship. That just means the relationship with us. They're graduating, which is it's a celebration, and we're going to be posting about them next week, I believe. So I just want to say look out for that, because it's a beautiful story from Moose Jaw specifically that we're very excited about to share with the community, and just to show what mentorship has done for the lives of all of them.
Amazing. Well, if anybody is interested, obviously you're still looking for some mentors. You're looking for some monetary donations if someone's able to do that. Is there anything else that we should be adding today, Dominica?
That's a great question. I mean, we are looking to definitely make an impact in all of the communities that we serve. And without the community's support, that's not possible, because, the Saskatchewan communities, Moose Jaw, Regina, Weyburn, all of our entire circle are what makes us so special. And I think that having that support for the young people is key. And yeah, just shout out to the community to support us, to support the young people that we serve.